Travelling around Nepal, one might often see a group of children playing a complex game with nothing more than a couple of sticks. One, like a small baton, and the other even smaller, sharpened to a rough point on each end. This is Dande Biyo. And this is how it is sometimes played. Of course, sometimes it is played completely differently because kids make up their own rules and filmmakers be damned. Like all games owned by children, this one starts with the mysterious selection of 2 captains, followed by the selection of teams and the usual shuffling and trading until everyone is satisfied. Once the team selection is completed, play begins. The first player from one team places the small sharpened stick athwart a small trench scratched in the ground. This is called the biyo. The player then uses the other stick, called the dande, to flick the biyo as far as they can. Meanwhile, the opposing team has arrayed themselves into the likely path of this rapidly moving sharp projectile, where they hope to catch it with their hands rather than in fire. If they do catch it, with either method, then the player who flicked it is out. If they fail to catch it, they then have the opportunity to throw it back to the starting point, aiming at the dande stick which has been laid on the ground. If they hit the dande with the return flow, the flicking player is out. If they miss the dande with the return throw, then the scoring part of the game commences. Now, the original player takes the dande and hits one end of the tapered biyo, which causes the biyo to spin up into the air, where the player must attempt to hit it as far away as possible. Not all players are particularly accomplished at this feat. Then, after a limited number of hits, or a failed attempt, the dande is used to measure the distance back to the crease and a score is recorded. This is continued with both sides alternating until all players are out, a predetermined total is reached, or somebody loses an eye. Apparently, there is some kind of adult organised body to regulate the game and impose some kind of safety constraints, but luckily, most children happily ignore this and just go out and have a jolly good time playing Dande Biyo.